Pink Poodle Crafts, join the Poodle Pack. It's time to get creative and make you laugh. Make your own art today. Pink Poodle Crafts is the way.
What a good boy. Hey crafty family, it's me. Today I have a quick little project, only because I was cleaning up yesterday and I found these. They're by Tim Holtz and they're called Fragments. And they're these little plastic, clear plastic pieces that you can use to make like little tiles with. You can make necklaces. So I'm going to show you real quick how to make like a little pendant or a keychain or something like that. I have some Halloween images, and then I have some fall images, and then I have that one there. And that is my little Winnie and my little Willer picture, and it's just cute, and I want to cut that one out for sure and make a little keychain or something. You don't have to cut it out perfect. In fact, you don't have to cut it out at all, really. You can just go on here and glue your piece down, and that's really all you need to do. Now you can use glossy accents, Mod Podge, whatever you want. I'm going to use glossy accents, and I'm going to use it with a little brush. What do I do with my glossy accent? There it is. Alright, I'm going to take a little brush to make sure I get it with it. You don't need a lot when it comes to glossy accents. I just put a couple like that. And just want to smooth it out. And then flip it over onto your image. These were just printed out on my printer. And literally almost as soon as you put it down there, it's going to stick real good. And just give it a little pressure. Flip it over and just make sure it's really on there. But it's pretty much going to stick pretty immediately. And when it's dry, it'll dry clear, and put it on a flatter surface here. When it's dry, it'll dry clear. Oh, well, it's clear kind of to begin with, but you won't really even see it. I see a couple marks of where the glue is, but you really won't see it once it really dries. And then you're going to cut it out. Now, I would let it dry a little longer before you go cutting it out, but I'm going to cut it out now. And anyway, for the sake of the video, it's got a slightly rounded edge, so I'm going to go around it like that. Okay, so I got a little bit on this edge here. It's okay. And there you go. I got cutie little girls. Some people would take 2 of these, because I think you get a double of every one of them, and also glue it to the back to have it be like fully protected. I'm not doing that because I don't feel the need to do that, because it's fine the way it is. If you want to, you can add some Mod Podge on the back, which maybe we'll do that with regular Mod Podge. Or actually, I'll just use some of this matte medium stuff, since it's right here. Anything to kind of seal it in the back, and then I'll show you how you can make it into a keychain. So you don't need much, just a brush full, and you just need enough to seal it. This way, like even the moisture from your body or whatever won't affect the back of it, which wouldn't anyway, really. Or you can put a piece of felt on the back. Anything really. Okay. Hit this with the heat gun real quick. All done. Nice and dry. It dries pretty quick. And then what you can do is you can leave it like this and put a magnet on the back and make it a cute little magnetic, you know, thing for your fridge or what have you. Or you can get some E6000 and a bail. If you don't know what a bail is, it's not bail like get out of jail, not that kind of bail, not jail bail, but it's a jewelry bail. And it's spelled B-A-L-E, kind of like a bale of hay. And it looks like a little spoon. Looks like a little spoon with like a loop on it. And this part here, this flat part, would sit on your piece like that and get glued so that when it's dry, you have a loop hooked to it. And that's easy enough to do. You just need a little E6000 will work best for this. And you don't need a whole lot. You really just need a little bit. And make sure you put it on the right side. And you might have a little spillage over. You can take a Q-tip and kind of clean that up. And then you can even take a clothespin to put on your bail there like that to hold it when it's, you know, while it's drying. But anyway, I'll do that afterwards. But the point being is now you can hook a key ring on it and make it a little keychain, or you can hook a jump ring and make a little pendant out of it. It would be a nice gift for somebody. You could take a picture of theirs off of Facebook, of their kids, their dog, something they love, and you could turn it into something really cute like this. Really cheap, really easy, takes just a few minutes. And just make a really cute gift for holidays, birthdays, whatever. Very easy peasy. I was also going to try to do a different one. I have some that I printed out on tracing paper, which was not easy to do. And I thought about doing like a fall one and maybe embossing something. So like I said, you don't have to cut this out first. You can, let me get a brush. Let's see if this one will work. You can do it without cutting it out. And make sure this is a clean. Well, excuse you. And then put some of this glue on here. Probably too much glue. And put it on your image where you want it. And press down or turn it over and rub it well onto the thing. And then you have your image. And you can even go as far as using the glossy accents to coat the back if you didn't feel like getting out your matte medium. And sealing it in with that, since I did do it on tracing paper. Now, I know some people are going to ask me, well, how do you print on tracing paper? Depends on your printer. I can't really answer that because I had a hard time getting mine to print. I have another printer that usually prints better, but it's giving me some issues right now, so I used a different printer, and it's not easy. Some printers are easier than others. There are plenty of tutorials out there. If you go on YouTube, not Facebook, if you go on YouTube and look up printing on tissue paper, you'll find a lot of videos and stuff, not tissue paper, tracing paper. You'll find videos that'll be a lot more helpful than me. I guarantee it. Now, because tissue paper, I keep saying tissue paper, tracing paper is a lot like tissue paper. It kind of has a tendency to wrinkle a little bit. So you might get some wrinkles, but I think it looks cool like that. But what's nice about the tracing paper is you know, if you hold it up to a light, which I can't really show you here, maybe a little bit. I don't know if this light will do anything for it, but you can see through it nice, and it has a little bit of an illumination when you hold it up to the light, which I can't really show you because you're gonna have to take my word for it because I don't have a light to shine through it. But so that's pretty. It has like a more translucent look to it. You can kind of see my fingers under there. Very cute, very cute. So what I'd like to try to do, because it has like this fall background, is take one of my new stamp sets that will be in my store as soon as probably by tomorrow. And let's see which one. Maybe a pumpkin. A lot of these are Halloween, but I have some cute pumpkins that if I do one on there would be cute. I want to see what's happened now. I haven't done this yet, so we're going to figure this out on video and see if this works. If it fails, it fails. What I want to do is take one of the pumpkins and try to emboss it, heat emboss it, and see if it'll do anything to the plastic. But I want to heat emboss a little pumpkin on here. I thought that would be cute. So, let's see what will happen if I do that. So, right now, I'm going to get out a piece of scrappy paper. Move these out of the way a little bit. Get a piece of scrap. I'm going to use some black, or should I use gold? Well, for the sake of the showing up, for sure, I know the black will show up. So we're going to use that because I was going to use gold, but I thought, well, it might not show up as well. So let's see what happens when we use the black. So we're going to get our pumpkin inked up with some Versamark. Now keep in mind, you got to be really steady-handed because it'll slide all over. And so if it does, just wipe it off and do it again. I think I did pretty good. But it's because Versamark is very kind of oily or like has a greasy feel to it. So just keep that in mind. If you screw up, don't worry about it. Take a baby wipe, wipe it off, dry it, and then do it over again. If you accidentally like slip and slide. I just need a little brush to get away some of the stuff that now hopefully this plastic won't melt before the embossing powder. I'm assuming since the plastic is a lot thicker than the embossing powder that the embossing powder will melt first and not damage the plastic, but we'll find out if this can hold up to embossing. Let's find out. I'll put it on low, even though the heat is still the same, it just won't blow as much. Yeah. Seems to have worked really well. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. So cute. Since it's on plastic, I'm going to give it a little extra time to dry because paper, it, you know, a lot of it, some of it will absorb in and but look how cute. Oh my goodness, that is so stinking cute. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's drying. It's on there too. How freaking cute is that? Oh my god. Do I have a little sentiment? Let me see. Let me look in my drawer back here. I don't know if I do. I don't want to have a fall sentiment necessarily. I don't think. What's this one? Yeah, I wanted, these are Halloween sentiments, and I kind of wanted a fall sentiment, which I do not have, but I could use my Versamark pen and write Happy Fall or something and see if that'll let me do it. I wonder. I'm not very good at writing neatly, I should say. Not really, but let's see what happens. And I might want to put my glasses on for this because, this is teeny tiny. Let's see what happens. I don't like the tip on that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to write as small. No. I don't have good handwriting, so it's probably best I don't. I'm wondering if there is anything else I could do. I don't have any fall stamps, unfortunately, right now. I just have those. Oh, I have one that says pumpkin. Oh, how cute. Let me put that one on. I didn't see that one. It says pumpkin. Because some of the stamps I'm going to be putting up, this one here, which is a unicorn sitting on top of a pumpkin, and it says pumpkin. And then there's some cute little things. So that the little pumpkin one, you're going to have to check out my Zibbit store. The link is below. In the next couple of days, because I'm going to be posting a bunch of Halloween stuff starting this week, and some of which hasn't come in yet, but some has, so just keep an eye out and look at I'm going to have this stamp set with all the little pumpkins and the scarecrow and all the little goodies. This one with the unicorn sitting on top of the pumpkin, all kinds of stuff I've got coming up. So be sure to check that out because you might find something you like. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see if that turns out okay. And you can even emboss it and then decide that it's not right, and you can just wipe it off and start again. Did that not work? Huh. Oh, too much stuff, that's why. All right, we're gonna have to redo this. It might be because I wiped it beforehand and didn't dry it properly. Could very well be. But also, I'm going to take my little who's it, what's it to it and put that on. Let's try that again, because it might have still been wet from when I wiped it the first time. Let's try that again, carefully. Let's see if I can get it to emboss. Not really. It's so little, that's the problem. It's not very visible because it's so little. All right, I'm not going to bother because I don't want to ruin it. All right, we're not going to do that one. It's the writing is so little on it that it's not showing up very well with the Versamark ink, enough for the powder to grab it, because it's just too fine of writing. So I will just leave it alone, or I will what I'll do is put a little Halloween sentiment with, you know, like writing, like a paper, glue a paper sentiment onto it is what I'm trying to get at, but I can't seem to speak today. I don't know, I'm sure I have something. Let me see what's in my drawer here. I know I saw some. We need a little one. We need one with little writing. Let's see if I got something with little writing. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. See, like these. Let's see. Happy New Year. Let's see. Happy Halloween. There's none that's just fall related. I was expecting to see one that says Happy Fall or something. I guess not. Let's see. Am I missing one? Oh, whale. Okay, well, I will just use one of these. I'll use the one that says Hocus Pocus. I don't know. I really would rather have a fall one, but I can't. I don't know what the deal is. There's no fall ones? That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'll leave it until I find a fall one. You get the idea. I can go ahead and put my brad on this, or my bale on it. But I'll find a fall sentiment or something to put on it. I don't want to put a Halloween one on it because it's got pretty fall leaves behind it. And it's just so pretty that I want to put something cool like Happy Fall or something. So we're just going to have to wait. And I don't want to dig through my stuff now while you guys are waiting. So I'm going to put a dot of that on there. Just a teeny dot is all you need. And then that's the only thing about it, is you will see this through it, kind of, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's okay. But it will make it so that you can clip it onto your keys or as a necklace, or if you're making a journal, you can like clip it onto it or just make something nice for somebody. So anyway, I just thought I'd come on with that short little video showing you how to make these cute little doohickeys, little necklaces, or here are my little things, or like these. I have a key ring, stick a key ring on it, and voila, it's a cute keychain for a friend. You know, and it's easy to make, and these things are, I'm sure you can find them anywhere. They are Ranger Tim Holt, called Fragments. So look for them and make yourself some cute little fall or Halloween things. And yeah, have a blast. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you will give it a thumbs up and let me know if you plan on making any of these little cuties, or if you've ever used these fragments before and what you've used them for. And I like that you can emboss on them, because that gives me a whole world of ideas. What's nice, ooh, you know, before I go, what would be cool is, also, I thought of this and almost forgot about it. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Oh, here we go. So, remember I have the alcohol ink that I kind of diluted with alcohol? I bet if I put some of this on there, I can stain it. Yep. See, I can stain it whatever color I want. So if I just want to stain it lightly and not like massively, I can, you know, dilute the alcohol down with, you know, whatever, with some alcohol, dilute it down. And then on the back, since I got a little, I could probably, here we go, wipe it with this. And make it like, you know, a shade of pink. Or, you know, and if you don't like it, you can always just take some alcohol and spray it. If I had alcohol sitting here, which I don't know where the hell it went. Oh, there it is. And you can just spray it and wipe it off. But if you do like it, you know, you could probably use a Sharpie too. You can probably take a Sharpie. Let's see, do I have a colored Sharpie? I think all I have is a black one over here. Most likely. I have a red one. Let's do it with a red one. So you could probably take like a red Sharpie and color it, and if it's too dark, you could probably take some of the alcohol and use a brush. Not that I have a clean one. Dang it. And spread it around so that even if you don't have alcohol inks, you could probably get away with using the Sharpie, because a Sharpie's ink is made of alcohol, so you can utilize the alcohol to color things. It might come out a little weird, but you get the drift. You can sit here and color it, and if you don't like it, you can just do that and wipe it away, and it's back to clear. So that's an idea. You can color them with alcohol inks. You can make a little miniature alcohol blown flower on it. You know, I'm not going to go through all that now, but you can, and then have it as a cool pendant. So anyway, that's all. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you do what you love and love what you do, and be nice to people, and I will talk to you later. Bye.